So today we're very excited to show you the many changes from different levels, started from individual levels of all the partners and stakeholders, and then we go through the clusters, community, provincial and national levels. Change has made significant impact on horticulture sector in the 4 target provinces over the last 6 years. The impacts can be broken down from individual to national level change. Based on a qualitative study from this research, changes on an individual and cluster level have been most significant and have had a ripple effect on the community, also influencing provincial and national level. These changes fall into different categories around mindset, abilities, resource, well-being, and social structures. All of these are needed to create long-term sustainable results. All of these are needed to create long-term sustainable results. This report will break down and explain these in more detail, supported with examples from fieldwork. So this is the overview of the information flow. We will start from the individual changes, cluster changes, community changes, provincial, national, and shift in gender roles and norms, and how all of these could change at the end. And we also provide some of the recommendation for phase 3 at the end of the slides presentation as well. Starting from the changes on the individual levels. As we told you that on the individual changes, we have seen the shift in their mindsets, ability, resources, well-being, and social. All actors in the market have changed their mindset, increased their knowledge, and we will go through each one of these. Started from the farmers themselves. The confidence and chance to dream and achieve bigger. The agency to go further, invest, make decisions, solve problems, and communicate. As from PDAF, Instant Trend says, farmers are willing to invest because they are so sure that they will make profit. So change really make them feel the confident and sure that when they invest, they will get something back in returns. The high return on investment. The ambition to keep improving, growing, and expanding. Farmers are more open to work with others. They have pride in their own achievements, and they are open to knowledge and ways of doing things differently. Like commercial farmers in Kroti says that we never let the buyers reduce the price of our vegetables. We could negotiate with them easily, and Mrs. Monet provides us with a market price table update 2 times. We even check the market price via call before we sell it. So, for example, before farmers believe that they cannot really do anything with the buyers, with the collectors. If they set a price for the farmers, they say that they cannot do anything, but just willing to sell their vegetable at any price, as long as the vegetables are sold out and not goes rotten. So they have this defeatist mindset before, but now no, they are fighting, they are checking in and following up with all the price in the market, and they have the confidence to sell their vegetables in a higher price. They are very persistent. They try again. If they fail, they feel less likely to give up right away. They have the confidence to take the risk. They have the ambition to keep improving, growing, and expanding, developing an entrepreneurial business mindset for farmers, particularly going beyond growing for home consumption and making farming a sustainable business. Hunger for learning. They are inspired to want to learn more knowledge and new techniques, can learn through any resources like YouTube, apps, Facebook, or Google, for example. By openness to working with others, they start to help themselves and then want to help others. They have changed the attitude to be less individualistic. They have the willingness to open and collaborate with others. They share an idea, they share knowledge, they generate jobs for other people. They have pride in their own achievements. For example, they show the appreciation and respect for their success. They have pride around the financial independence. For example, women and the change of income. In producing high quality safe vegetables for farmers, they provide good customer service to the traders and import retailers. And farmers, they have a shift from traditional method of farming to the new ones. Less attachment to what has always been done. Some will use Tonlesap app, Facebook for following agricultural pages to find solutions, and they understand more about the safe ways to process the food, the agricultural products before they thought that food processing is always mixed with dangerous chemical substance. Improve technical and business skills for farmers. Farmers have access to improved farming techniques and technology. They have access to safe farming practices like IPM, like can gaps. Their business strategies and skills from growing what they wanted or new to grow what the market wants. Improve problem solving ability and techniques. Shifting careers due to having knowledge and means to earn income from farming. A lot of farmers grow vegetables, like Mrs. Sokuntia and in Poritella and previous says, a lot of farmers grow vegetables now compared to when Malis, the NGO, came. Before it was 50 to 60 farmers in this area, but now the semi-commercial and commercial farmers grows up to 200 farmers, and the rest they are homestead. I know more about techniques business, know how to run business, not only know how to grow but run business. Lead commercial farmer in Stantrang said. And this is a quote from homestead farmer in Domin J. I want to learn about how to raise frog. So he says this. He's not saying that to me, but to a phone using voice command. And there were like list of YouTube videos accurately show up on his screen showing how to raise the frog, and that really amazed me. By having access to improved farming techniques and technology, it means that they are able to learn new skills in farming, reduces the effort to from morning until night just only for watering their plants. Now they can just do it in 30 minutes or 15 minutes, and that's all. And their children can even do it. Access to safe farming practices. They know how to adapt growing practices to include in safe practices and the importance of this shit. They know how to safely use pesticides and fertilizers. They know about some lead farmers know about chem gap, and they really are committed to practice that. There are pesticide alternatives like biocontrol agents, like safe fertilizers, natural fertilizers, or natural pesticides. And safe timings and application of these product of these pesticides or disease for plants products. They enhance the quality of the produce by make sure that the market will finally see the produce that is nice, that is in very good shape, that is pleased with the buyers and wholesalers and retailers in the markets. Business strategies and skills from growing what they wanted to know to grow what the market wants. So from a homestead, selling that vegetable dailies to the communities around them, for semi-commercial farmers, selling vegetable to retailers and wholesalers in the market, and with their commercial farmers selling their vegetable to premium buyers. All of these people have increased their mindset step by steps on how to run business with people with different challenges, with higher and bigger challenges for themselves. By doing so, it helps them to improve the problem solving ability and techniques. So they can find their own solutions to farming challenges. They know how to support from other market actors, market networks set up by chains. For example, they can reach the input retailers for advice about how to grow their vegetable, about how to use pesticides, fertilizers, or they know that they can reach PDAF or input company staff for advice on how to grow or whether to make the decision on advanced investment in the business. They are very independent to access technologies in their hands, like using Google, YouTube, and so on. And surprisingly, they don't take loans anymore because they are confident and they have cash in hand to invest immediately on the things that they wanted. Career shift. There are a lot of people shift their career to growing vegetable. The rice farmer and homestead become semi-commercial and commercial vegetables more and more. Mr. Lide, the PDAF instant trying said, I noticed that farmers know a lot of techniques, knowledge, and gender. I myself, I'm so happy that there is phase 3 of change. They have one skill after team, get more skills to get more income for their family, not only to grow vegetables but also run business. Now, some farmers also become traders and buy produce in the village, sell vegetables in the market. They buy farming equipment, sell to the villages, make everything closer to villages so they can access to more equipment. So this is the adoption of the new techniques and technologies by farmers. They have produced different using new techniques like grafting, seedling transfer, safe use of pesticides, Kanga pesticide, alternative fertilizers applications. New technologies used to increase efficiency of vegetable production like the drip irrigation, solar pumps, smart water. Incorporate other technologies and applications for communication and farming techniques. Like Tunle Sap app, Encore Salad, Facebook and Messenger, Telegram, and so on. New non-farmer skills acquired, like business skills, income and expense tracking or records, communication, negotiation, selling, and marketing, market demand. Mr. Lompo, the PDAF interview said, now farmers choose seeds to grow to meet market demand rather than follow their choice. Before they used more labor. Now they use more machinery, reduce heavy labors, and even able to hire other people to help and work for them. And Mr. Knowledge, the Smart Water Solutions Consultants for SNV, of course, says that this lady, Mrs. Naisian, 60 years old, is a very inspiring person At her old age, with broken legs, she told her villagers how she irrigated her whole farm on phone. This leads to everyday people coming to buy vegetable and pick on how she does that. Picking her smartphone, she used Smart Farm Assistant app. With one click, she turns on the drip, and there the water starts. One day, when she joined her old crew at the pagoda, all the old grandmas told Among about her innovative method. Again, among the curious crowd, she picked a phone to command water at her farms, which is very far away. Everyone in the village kept talking about this new technology. And this is Mrs. Plowset and Mr. Bokwain. They are the champion farmers in Kroti, in Kyrgyz. They said, we feel very happy, more encouraged and full of motivations. Plowset and Bokwain have been with change since 2017. They live in a house with 5 of their 7 children. Today, they are very successful commercial farmers who study and farm together. They have a contract with EAC because they have large land to grow more crops. The plots of land on their farm are very organized. Each one numbered from 1 to 5. Each one are numbered from 1 to 5 to remind them which one grows first. But it was not always this way. In fact, they even stopped vegetable farming for a while because labor was so hard. Chain has provided them for a motor, for water and a solar pump, and they have a well inside the farm, as well as pond. This new water system has allowed them to do farming again, making it much easier than before, and they are keen to increase their land, grow more crops, and build a bigger house. We feel very happy, more encouraged, and full of motivations. In the beginning, it was hard to carry water. We stopped farming, just grew rice. Before, I had to carry water 300 times, 2 water buckets each side, or 1 water bucket each side between 2 to 5 p.m., like half day. So this is Mr. Bokwain and Mrs. Plowset. They are the champion farmers for change since 2017. They live in a house with 5 of their 7 children. Today they are very successful commercial farmers. They supply their vegetable to EAC because they have a large farm and they have a large land to grow more crops. The plot on their lands are very organized. They even number it from 1 to 5 so that it reminds them which lands or which plots to apply fertilizers and things first. So it reminds them which one to grow first. But it was not always this way. In fact, they stopped farming for a while because of the labor intensive regarding watering their plants. Chain has provided them with a motor for pumping water, and they have a well inside the farm as well as a pond that use solar system to pump these waters and irrigate the farm. So now they start farming again, and they farm for the whole year. And this new water system has allowed them to do farming again, making it much easier for them than before. And they are keen to increase their land, grow more crops, and build a bigger house. Income is the biggest perceived indicator of success. Having daily income improves quality of life, can save, invest, have recurring income, and don't need to take loans. I had a long time ago before I grew rice. This year, various trainings from different partners to create well-rounded entrepreneurs with valuable skills. I had a long time ago before I grew rice. This year, I decided to keep growing vegetables. I think this will produce more benefit than rice because rice you can only grow once a year. With vegetables, We can grow all year round and change different crops, can sell every day to earn money every day. The commercial farmers. Mr. Sort, unsuccessful commercial farmer in a long way, Abdomin J, says that since before we learned from NGO, we grew vegetables from what we know, sometimes guesses. But after learning farming techniques, land preparations, and growing vegetables, a bit higher income than before, increased 40% of the produce, feel thankful and happy that NGO supports us. When income increases, we have a better lifestyle, not so difficult like before. And sometimes we don't even have anything to eat. And before, we don't even have anything to eat. So having daily income improves quality of life, can save, invest, have recurring incomes, and don't need to take loans. Rather than income 1 to 2 times a year from rice farming or having to work in jobs like garment factories and constructions, they now able to save money and earn it every day through vegetables. No loans. More successful farmers see income all year round and pay for children's schools, higher education, give them the opportunity to do other things. Older farmers are able to help their children expand their businesses, support their adult children, for example. Various trainings from different panels create well-rounded entrepreneurs with valuable skills, technical knowledge, and tools from chain and input companies make farmers' life easier. Gender training from PIDOA makes men and women work together hand in hand. Understanding about the benefit of nutrition, food processing, and choosing sustainable career like horticulture for a long-term goal. Entrepreneurs make farmers work smarter in a market system, creating trust and confidence to scale up. It is very different. I am much stronger than before because the business income comes every day. But as a teacher, I was not proud of myself. Now I am very proud. Before I got paid less, or I have more money, I can buy anything I want. I make decisions before. It was discussions, but now I have more right because my idea was right and I am successful. Thanks to growing vegetables, we can send kids to school, buy a lot of furniture and materials for house. We have food on our plate, help them when we get sick. When we get sick, pays hospital bill. We know on our heart, if we keep growing constantly, we can save money from it. Inactive semi-commercial farmer in Dominche. And a 60-year-old farmer, a 60-year-old female commercial farmer in Dominche said, I could earn enough to support my family even though they just come back from jobless due to COVID-19. I could rest whenever I feel like. 10 days in a row is not a problem. I plan to buy a new Camry to travel around and not next year like her. Another farmer, she pointed, I will buy it this year. I will buy it this year. Farmers can now do things they couldn't before. There are positive effects on both emotional and physical well-being. They have less worry. Women feel like they are able to earn by themselves. Young mother feels like she's fully filled her duty as a good mother to her young kids. Men's health is better, less sickness due to difficult climate or dangerous work. For older farmers, growing vegetable is now considered as their retirement plan. It is something they could do without much effort with support from tools and tech. Increase awareness of nutrition and safe consumptions. After Supermom training, farmers realize that their family members consume more vegetable than before. For homesteads, they see homegrown vegetables as daily safe, nutritious food for their family, even though they cannot support it or supply it to a town market or to bigger markets. The ability to stay home and have more time for themselves, family, and other things. No need to migrate and emotionally and physically living a better life with their family members. time to rest more, free time to do other things, and more time with family and to take care of children. Gains in efficiencies and productivity. Growing vegetables seems to be the most ideal career for villagers, especially women, because with technology and techniques from chain, farming is less and less labor intensive. More time to be home, more time to keep their farms aside and just do something else. Less labor, therefore more energy and time to do other things. Again. Better than working at garment factory, less tiring, less scolding, can have own business. Those who see others or have water technology feels like it's an easier option than working. We want to grow vegetables and get rich as other commercial farmers nearby our community. For now, at least, we know that we have safe vegetable for our home consumption right at our fingertips. Before, we spend at least 1 hour going back and forth to the market to buy something. The commercial farmers encourage that we see less and less people in our community migrate to other countries because of vegetable farming. And this guy, I met him in his farms. He says that this is Mr. Hauserais, a commercial farmer in Croches. He said that working on illegal logging, I could only return home to my wife and 3 little children a few times a year. With high fever, put my life at stake and earn so little income. Nowadays, the log in the forest has decreased. Now, I can stay at home 24 hours every day taking care of my 3 children after their school time, and my wife helps me sell the produce at the market. If I feel tired, I can just take a break from everything for 10 days, 15 days, it's fine. Commercial farmers in Domje said so. Dr. Kian Supir, the Director of Horticulture from General Department of Agriculture, said in the past, many farmers gave up because they failed and looked for other jobs. Before COVID, there were construction services with better income compared to agriculture. But right now, when trying to promote vegetable growing and linking to the market, farmers can make more money from vegetables. We can even see their house. I cannot imagine that farmers can even build bigger house like this. And this is Mr. Heng Kung. He is a 50-year-old farmer. History doesn't repeat itself for Mr. Heng Kung, a 50-year-old farmer with 2 children. No different from other farmers, he started farming since he was young, traditionally growing crops with blood and sweat. No less than 200 buckets of water he needs to carry per day, and get his family is about 1 million reals per year. But now he says that by just growing vegetable alone since COVID until now, it's been 5 months, he could earn up to 18 million reals, which is 18 times in like half a year, not a year before, like before. Thanks to all the technical knowledge, tools, and method he uses to close to successfully comply with Kangan, Cambodia good agricultural practice. The greens he grows made him the center of attention from all the relevant stakeholders and visitors to take a look at his farm, range from normal vegetable buyers to Ministry of Agriculture and Commerce. Imagine all the worries people get during COVID-19, but for him, it's not. He could see the potential to promote his vegetables and farms on social media with the support from his children. Packed in his pocket always, he takes any opportunity to spread his business card to any customers he meets daily. He's looking up to having his farm certified as CAMGAP so that he could supply his vegetable to premium buyers in the city with a very high price. Mr. Henko, he said, benefit of certificate, it shows I'm a recognized farmer. I went to a proper education in Phnom Penh, and everyone says this guy is not just like any other guy. He's excellency of vegetables because he grows his vegetable until all the ministers visit his farm. I have a name card, prints 100 copies of it, given to customers who buys from him in the market. I am not the guy who uses just one strategy, and this is not only come from him alone. He got this idea from the Minister of Commerce. He got the advice from the PDAF and other stakeholders giving him advice, and from here and there he generates some new ideas to run his own business, and he's a doer himself. Vegetable traders. This is the changes from vegetable traders. They have the traders have more confidence and ambition to grow. They have the confidence to communicate and make connections, ambition to expand their business, and pride in their services. I want to expand my store and have a modern store. Chain also gave me the idea to set up a fridge to put vegetables inside. From Mrs. Kim Hyang, vegetable trader and private here. Business is going better, and I know more people now. Important because you can have connections, know input suppliers, buyers, farmers. It increased selling, knowing people from Kajes and private here. I can sell, make more income because I don't import vegetable from other countries, and I have enough to sell all year. This is vegetable seller and farmer with chain store instant transit. So pride in their services means that they are really proud that they are selling safe and natural vegetables for the community, for the provincial people. And whenever people ask if this vegetable is safe or not, they proudly say and even bring people to visit their farms without hesitations. Traders learning new skills that enhance their business. Entrepreneurial skills for those trained by chains, collaboration with other actors. They can independently run a business and earn their own way. Ambitious farmers who become traders. Traders learning new skills that enhance their business. Entrepreneurial skills for those trained by chains. They have collaboration with other actors. They can independently run a business and earn their own way. They have the ambitions to become traders for